Hey, what's up? What's going on? I hope all is well on your side of the screen. We are now going to be doing our recap for the haves and have-nots. And honey, it is getting juicy, okay? I don't even know like where we are going anymore. There are so many twists and turns in this show that you just don't know what's going to happen next. You know what I mean? All right, so let's go ahead and start from the beginning. So Katherine, her and Veronica, they're like going back and forth. They look like they're about to kill off each other, especially Katherine. She's the one that looked like she ready to kill Veronica. Like she has the knife, she's going lunging after her, and Veronica pretty much defended herself, and they was like going back and forth. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody's gonna get cut. I did see that Katherine got cut on her arm, but it wasn't that serious. But then Veronica kind of like just kicked her down the stairs. I thought she was dead, honey, but she was okay, luckily. So then what's her name, Veronica was trying to get out the house, but she realized that the doors was locked. So it looked like she pretty much ended staying there, like just sitting down and just chilling, like trying to get herself back together, because you know she just went through this big old fight trying to like to protect her life, you know what I mean. Wyatt, he overheard Jeffrey talking about some stabbing that he had done. So he's like, who did you stab? And he was like, nah, you're crazy. Like, yeah, I don't know, I think the medicine's getting to your head. Like he tried to cover his tracks real quick, because I guess he didn't know that Wyatt was awake and alert and was able to hear the things that he was saying, because he was actually talking to his cop booth thing. You already know, what's his name, Chris or something like that. Yeah, he was talking to him. So he didn't really know that Wyatt was hearing everything that was going on. But then Wyatt was acting stupid, trying to get him to leave. I think Wyatt is so used to feeling like he's all alone that he tries to push the one person who actually wants to be there for him. He pushes him away. He's trying to tell him like he's disgusting for being gay, and just trying to say whatever he thinks is negative enough to make Jeffrey leave. But none of that was really working. Candace finally tells Jeffrey, well, she finally answers the phone when Jeffrey calls, because Jeffrey's been trying to contact her for the longest to let her know that these people was going to go to her house. So when she talks to him on the phone, she thinks that he's trying to set her up. She's like, oh, I didn't do this, you're the one who stabs him, like making sure she says those things while on the phone. He's like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? He was like, we did this together. She was like, no, I'm just trying to see where your head is at, because I know that your last name is Harrington and you can never trust the Harrington pretty much. And he's like, I'm not like that. Like, that's not what I would do. Benny and his mother, they were having a conversation, Benny and Hannah, and he tells her that he seems like he's a little nervous now, because he's starting to lose faith in his sister. He's always been the one to always have her back regardless of anything that his mom says, but his mom's just like, yo, you need to stop, like just get yourself together, take this money, let's go to a hotel and just let the people come and take the house and take whatever they taking. And he's like, nah, I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna wait, because I know she's gonna come back with the money. And she's like, wow, like, are they gonna take your truck too? And he's like, she's gonna come with the money. That means they trying to wipe everything clean, like anything that she pretty much paid for, they're trying to take, even things that he's actually worked hard towards, such as that whole towing company. So yeah, he's trying to, like, you know, just kind of maintain his sanity and stuff like that, but his mom is just being so hard and just saying like, oh, your sister is no good. He's like, why don't you try something different for once? All you ever do is discourage her and put her down. You know, and maybe if Hannah was a little more loving, maybe, just maybe, they can have a better relationship. I think that that's what she lacks. That's the reason why Candace acts the way she does. Like, that's how it is for a lot of people. They don't get the love that they always wanted or they saw other people with, so they get it from the streets and they do reckless things because they're not getting it from nowhere else. They didn't get it from their parents. Every time she see her mom always has something negative to say. And it reminds me of somebody I know that their mother is just like that. It's like every time you see them, they're always bitter, always saying negative things, always trying to put them down. And I'm like, how do you talk to your kid like that? Like, be uplifting, be encouraging, make them want to do more. David, he seems to be falling hard for Erica. They went out on a date and she gives him the opportunity to speak a little bit about the things that are bothering him, because she does notice that he seems a little tense. And he says it's a lot of things on his mind right now, but he at first he declines the opportunity to talk about what's her name, about Veronica, but then he goes ahead and talks a little bit about her to Erica, and just like how it all started and how it fell apart. And Erica lets him know that she'll be his friend, she'll be somebody he can hang out with. They don't necessarily have to have sex because she's a good girl, and just saying all the right things, you know, to get him while he's in that. It's kind of like when you're in that place where you feel like you have nobody, you're all alone, you lost everything, and somebody comes along, they tell you all the things that you want to hear, you gravitate towards that person. I think that she caught him at a very vulnerable time, and now she's able to get into his head, get into his heart a lot easier than if he was in love with Veronica. So that's exactly what's happening right there. He's getting this connection. Later on, he sees Brandon, or what the hell is this man's name, Oscar. He sees him and they're talking, and he asks him if he got anything from running a background check on Erica, and he's like, no, he hasn't caught anything, but he's going to continue to look. And David is like, nah, you don't have to look anymore, I'm good. And he's like, you falling for her? You know what I'm saying? And he's like, he kind of denies it, but you can tell he is. And plus the fact that he's like, you know, chill on the looking. It's like almost like he's good with whatever. Like he just wants to have this person because she's telling him things that he needs to hear. She's kind of consoling him, especially since what's her name is gone. So now Katherine, she tells Veronica when she wakes up out of her little mini coma that she had, she tells Veronica to get out of her house. And Veronica's like, you know, I can't get out, because she bolted all the doors. So she's like, you know, I can't get out of here. She's like, and I want to make sure that you're okay. I'm like, girl, you are lying. The only reason why you trying to make sure she's okay is because she got up. You was trying to get out the house before she got up. So how, she ain't genuine, she ain't real. She is phony as her hair, honey. So anyways, yeah, she was trying to like pretend like she was so concerned about her. Oh, I don't want to leave, I want to make sure you're okay. And I'm like, girl, you was a lie. You was a lie. And while they were like kind of, well, Katherine was trying to come for her again, David just so happens to walk in, but it kind of looks like Katherine got the worst of it, and Victoria and Veronica is the one who was kind of like the person doing the pursuing, you know, from being the predator, and the other one was the prey. That's what it kind of looked like. So he doesn't really know what's going on. He's just like, what is going on? And Veronica's like, oh my gosh, David, help me. Oh my god, girl. You done did too much to this man, did too many vicious things for this guy to look at you and actually believe you. I'm just saying, I mean, I would think that you was the one doing everything all wrong. I mean, it's hard to believe somebody after they showed you who they really are, you know? When somebody shows you who they are, you better be watching, you better be aware, and you better take it into consideration for anything else, or any of the things that you just so happen to be doing for that person, or anything that they do. Just take into consideration what they did before, you know what I mean? Because they showed you who they really was. Alright guys, so that's pretty much my super quick recap of this particular episode. If there was anything significant that you think I missed, definitely be sure to comment down below. And I'll be back on Sunday for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Stay fabulous, live free, and soar limitless. I'll see you in the next one.